there's not too much on the market that is comparable to an Edencraft. And then probably what's even more of a tipping point is it's very rare you buy something these days that you have a family feeling, and Edencraft have that. Most of the time you go to, say, Toyota and you buy a new Land Cruiser and you shake their hand and then you never talk to them again. That doesn't happen with Edencraft. You shake their hand and you're sitting here years later having a beer, hanging out, fishing together, and that's something that's really cool. And I've found that when you get that service, that follow-up, and you get that family and that friendship, it really makes you sort of want to stick around, and it really, yeah, it's cemented me. Most of my life I've been spearfishing, and when I moved to Sydney, I fell in love with game fishing for the tuna and the marlin, and I had at the time, I think it was a 6.4 metre south wind, and I was so sick of the bow of that boat going under the water. Sort of going through Haynes and Cruisecraft and North Bank and all these other brands, I think I'd sort of stayed clear of Edencraft and Bass Straits just at first because of the price. And the more I went through factories of other boats and got down, I would ask them, can you do this custom work? Can you do that custom work? And a lot of them would just straight up say, no, you buy what you get. I walked into the factory with Harry and Grant, and it was just instantly, you could just tell, you want to do that custom work? No worries, it's done. You want to do that? No worries, it's done. And then I decided, okay, well maybe I'll go for a quick run in the bay. And as soon as I actually rode in the boat, I was sold. I basically came back and I shook Harry and Grant's hand, and I went home and I had to figure out where I was going to get the extra money from, and I can tell you the extra money is worth every single cent. Brought a mate with me who's been a charter business operator for 20 years, and he was blown away when we were launching off the top of waves yesterday, how not once did we get a slap, not once did it bang or shutter. It just lands perfect every time, and it just gives you that confidence that if you get stuck out there in a storm, you know you're going to get home safe. And I think that's a massive selling point for me, is we're often going 70, 80, 100 kilometres out to sea, and I've been caught in some pretty gnarly storms before, and knowing that it's fine, we'll get home safe is a massive selling point for me, yeah. I think personally, it's driven me to fish more, and it's driven me to fish further. Like I said, I've got the confidence to go further, I've got the confidence to do more, I've got the fuel range and the power to do more. And it's driven me to probably take my fishing to a whole nother level, especially game fishing now, where I used to probably only go out if it was 5 to 10 knots on the weather report, and now, like yesterday, weather report says 20 to 25 and I'm going fishing.